Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAS All-Stars World Tour 5 as we begin the road to CAS All-Stars 14 that will be taking place this August here on YouTube. But folks, before we get to all that, we have a big show for you here tonight. Our main event will be contested over the CAS All-Stars World Tag Team Championships as the champions, Jamal Bedlam and Walter Scott, the East Coast Connection, will defend their titles against Sean Walsh's hand-picked team, that being Malik Brown and Zaya Steele, the Sovereign Death Machine. That will be our big main event taking place a little bit later on tonight. We already heard from the Sovereign Death Machine prior to this match. Will they become the next champions? We're going to find out a little bit later. Tonight we're also going to find out a couple of the matches set for CAS All-Stars 14. We're going to find out the first inductees to the CAS All-Stars Hall of Fame class of 2022. We have a few special guests here tonight, including the winner of the CAS All-Stars Women's Royal Rumble, Akira Suzuki, will be here tonight to announce her plans and when she's going to use that Rumble Championship opportunity. But first, we are going to hear from the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble match, the face of First Class, Lewis Rivers, as he will challenge for the CAS All-Stars World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of CAS All-Stars 14, and as it currently stands, that champion is John Blackos, the man that Lewis Rivers laid out to close out CAS All-Stars 13. If John Blackos is able to hold on to that championship going into CAS All-Stars this year, he will defend against Lewis Rivers. If a new champion is crowned, they will defend that championship against Lewis Rivers. But right now, we're going to hear from the man himself. So let's send it to Lewis Rivers.
Of course, you cannot have a CAS All-Stars event without the future of professional wrestling, the next undisputed CAS All-Stars World Champion, the Duke of the Dog, the King of Cash, the face of First Class, the Prince of the Pound, the Czar of the Sense, the Monarch of Money, God's greatest gift, Lewis Rivers. Now, I might not be an active participant on tonight's festivities. However, I am always the main event when that camera is shining on me. So, I want all of you commenters to pay close attention, and especially you, John. You, whatever Fat Beach is your main squeeze for tonight, you tell that hog that she can wait, because I have something very important I need to say, especially to you. You and I made our marks. We engraved ourselves in destiny last year after we both initially won our respective matches at CAS All-Stars 13. However, the difference is, while you were laying flat on your back at the end of night 2, I was able to, in a 24-hour span, take out 30 men, 29 in the Rumble, and including you the next night. Now, as great, I just remember me holding on to that championship for just a brief moment before I tossed it back to its rightful owner at the time. You crawling to get that belt just made sense, because by the end of CAS All-Stars 14, John, you will be crawling back to France with the tail between your legs. You might as well dress up in all white and just hand me the belt at CAS All-Stars and say that you surrendered it, because that's something that your countrymen and women are known for doing, just surrendering when they know the going gets tough. And the going, in this particular case, John, will definitely be as tough and impossible for you to overcome. When I look at your credentials, John, I don't see you being fit as a champion. I see you fit as a court jester, if anything else. When you look at me, I have everything that's needed to be the guy in professional wrestling. I can talk, I can walk, I have the money, I can draw crowds of people, whether they come to boo me or if they come to try and throw trash at me. I still gather everybody's attention because they want to see what happens next. They want to see me get my comeuppance. And I'm pretty sure that's what everybody's hoping that happens at Call All Stars, John. But however, I love to disappoint people. And I would definitely be the spoiler to your little title reign by disappointing you and the rest of these people. Because these people look at you like you are a hero, John. And in this particular world, in this case, heroes don't last long. They will meet their demise whether they like it or not. So, you can come to Call All Stars. You can come to Call All Stars, John, and you can dress like one of the many video game characters that you came out as in previous times. And I will gladly be the final boss in this scenario. Because we all know final bosses. We all hate final bosses. We despise final bosses because they are cheap. They have dirty tactics, and they do whatever it takes to win, which is exactly why they are the most appealing to me, because you all know what I can do and what I'm capable of. But when the light shines the brightest, when a championship of this magnitude is on the line, I will do everything in the world to get what I want. And what I want is you groveling to my feet as you look up and you see that the face of First Class has destroyed all of your dreams, John, and takes the one thing that means the most, and that's that Call All Stars Championship. Now, as much as I would like to see you just grovel beneath my feet, it's not about you. I would say it's almost bigger than me, but of course nothing in this world is going to be bigger than me. Because I am truly the crownless king of professional wrestling. You hold that championship because you are a placeholder to my destiny, John. Because I'm going to take that crown, place it upon my head, or in this particular case, around this perfect and physically gifted waist, and finally take my rightful spot as the world champion. Because I'm not obsessed. I'm not craving this championship. I'm obsessed with being the best. And John, come Call All Stars, you will be blessed by the best. Because I guarantee you and I are just two pieces of a magnificent puzzle, John. However, you are the type of puzzle piece that can be interchangeable with anybody. You just happen to be the person that gets in my way when it comes to this championship. So, congratulations for being the champion for a year, give or take. That's even if you make it. But I want to formally thank you for being that perfect stepping stone for me to achieve immortality, John. And like I said, heroes in this case don't last long, but villain lasts for a long time. They leave the biggest impression. And in an impression for you, you fat, dumb beach, I hope you come prepared bringing your 110% to Call All Stars, John, because I only need 1% to prove that I am, without a shadow of a doubt, the best damn professional wrestler on God's green earth.
Well, there you have it. Lewis Rivers will challenge for the Call All Stars World Heavyweight Championship this year at Call All Stars 14. And as it stands currently, he will face John Blacos. John Blacos has been going around the world defending that championship. He's been a fighting champion. He has quite a few championship defenses lined up in the coming months. So that match can change very quickly. Speaking of matches that we will see at Call All Stars 14, we have some more breaking news about what we will see. One of those being a triple threat match between 3 individuals who made their first Call All Stars appearance last year at Call All Stars 13. We will see Deshaun Walton take on Ryu Takatsu and Cody Hagan. They will compete in a triple threat showcase matchup. It's going to be a very interesting clash of styles there. Also, we are going to see a man who's very familiar with Call All Stars, that being the Punisher, Fist. He will be competing in singles competition against a man I'm pretty sure he's never competed against before, a man who was victorious at Call All Stars 13 in a fatal 4-way matchup, that being the Show, Damian Valentine. But now, folks, we are told that Rockstone is in the building tonight. Brian Rockstone is here, and he has some words and maybe a challenge for Call All Stars 14. So let's send it to the man himself, the Chicago Badass. So let's hear from him.
What's cracking, Call All Stars faithful? You may know me as the resident Negro around these parts. The motherfucker that'll run you over with a truck and get away with suing you for the damages. That motherfucker. And I come to y'all today bearing a message to the quote-unquote toughest man in Call All Stars. The crack baby named Jay. Yes. Jay Crack, you honestly live up to the last name Crack. You got that shit down to a fucking T. The only thing that's missing is you running around here getting on your knees giving head for merch money. That's the only thing that's missing. But when I see you in action, oof, you are truly unhinged. And you know what? I want you to bring all that energy my way. You want to come rip my fucking arm off? Go ahead, dislocate my shoulder. Because guess what? I'm going to just put that shit back in place and beat the shit out of you. So how about we have ourselves a little death match, huh? What do you say, you little shit nugget? Put that toughest man and Call All Stars title to the test. Cause I've been in the ring with tougher. So bring that shit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Brian Rockstone has thrown down the challenge for a death match against Jay Crack at Call All Stars 14. A Jay Crack, by the way, who is undefeated, has a perfect record at Call All Stars. Will Jay put that record to the test at Call All Stars this year against Rockstone in a death match? We await your answer, Mr. Jay Crack. But while we wait, the show must go on. We have a lot of things to get underway here at World Tour 5. One of those being the next inductees to the Call All Stars Hall of Fame class of 2022. Tonight we will announce the first 2 inductees a part of that class. Of course, we will have more announcements in the coming months regarding who will fill up that class. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go and find out who will be going in the Hall of Fame this year. Our first inductee will be a man who has been very influential, part of Call All Stars for these past several years, specifically in the creation of the Call All Stars Women's Championship Division. One of the creators of the VW and the owner of DCA, D-Wall is going into the Call All-Stars Hall of Fame. So congratulations to D-Wall, very well deserved. D-Wall and DCA will be a part of the Call All-Stars Hall of Fame this year. Now, like I said, not just one, but 2 inductees will be announced here tonight. The other is an individual who is here tonight. And he's going to be coming out to the ring in just a moment to address that status going into the Hall of Fame. It's a man who, like him or not, he is synonymous with Call All-Stars. You can't think about the history of Call All-Stars without thinking about this man. He's been part of several main events, more main events than anyone in Call All-Stars history. He's the only man to hold the Call All-Stars World Heavyweight Championship on 2 separate occasions. He's been a World Heavyweight Champion all around the world, AWF, CCL, DZW. He's held championship gold in so many different promotions, whether it be ECF, DCA, all around the world as a singles competitor and as a tag team competitor. He's done it all, and now he's going into the Call All-Stars Hall of Fame. If you haven't figured it out yet, AJ Young going into the Call All-Stars Hall of Fame class of 2022. Very polarizing individual, but his accomplishments speak for themselves, and he definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. We already knew he was going to be here tonight, and now we know why he's here. So we're going to send things to the ring, and let's hear from AJ Young, who's joining D-Wall as the most recent inductees to the Call All-Stars Hall of Fame class of 2022.
Well, we're being joined. Oh boy, I didn't think I'd see you again.
Yeah, you remind me. What happened the last time you saw AJ?
You got a chair put over my head.
Yeah, he beat your ass.
Hey, look here, British man. I'm the only reason you're allowed to walk in that ACL locker room alive.
Hey. Yeah, as we all know, AJ Young set to take on your brother, take on Jamal, coming at DCA Revelations.
With the CCL World title.
Yeah.
As long as Jamal manages to keep a hold of it.
Yeah, because Supernova's coming up as well.
And AJ's got him. About to grab a mic. Oh, God.
Oh, boy, here we go. Well, when AJ Young grabs the mic, you know how much of a dangerous weapon it is.
AJ Young, Call All-Stars Hall of Famer. You see, I've thought for a long time about what I was going to say, but truthfully, I can't come up with the words to describe what I feel and how I feel. Because truthfully, I didn't think that I was ever going to be a Call All-Stars Hall of Famer. And you see, I know you guys are probably thinking, 2-time Call All-Stars champion, has done it all, won it all, been around for over a decade, and he didn't think he was going to be a Call All-Stars Hall of Famer? Well, it's a lot more complicated than that. You see, at one point, I wanted to destroy Call All-Stars. I wanted to destroy the foundation of this yearly spectacle for nothing else but, laugh or two. And it got to the point where I almost got removed from Call All-Stars. I almost got removed from AWF because I was a greater burden than I was an asset. But, I realized the error of my ways. I righted my wrongs. And now I stand before you today as the newest inductee into the Call All-Stars Hall of Fame. And you see, there's a lot of people I want to thank. And I'm not usually a man that's known for giving gratitude. But for once in my career, I am truly humbled. I am truly honored. And I am truly appreciative of everyone that, considered me, talked highly of me, stuck by me through the good times and the bad. But beyond just how I feel about being inducted into the CAS Stars Hall of Fame, there's been another question on everybody's mind. What is the AJ Young match going to be at CAS Stars? And to be honest, for the first time in years, I don't know. I don't know what the AJ Young match is going to be at CAS Stars. And I've been thinking, maybe, just maybe, with my induction, I call it time on wrestling, performing, being Mr. CAS All Stars.
Whoa, wait a minute here.
AJ's.
We just heard some words which kind of shell-shocked me, but we've got another unexpected appearance here tonight.
The former CAS Stars World Heavyweight Champion, Ben Hopkins. Apparently he has something to say about AJ looking for retirement.
Yeah, that just caught me off guard, AJ, with the retirement, as he said, but then again, we know the career, AJ Young has had.
He's done a lot, and quite frankly, he's a lot to be proud of.
And so is this man, to be fair. And the man behind the brand, former CAS All-Stars World Champion Ben Hopkins. Both these men former CAS All-Stars World Champions.
AJ, the only two-time CAS All-Stars World Heavyweight Champion. Oh boy.
Well, AJ, fine monologue, but I thought I'd just come out here and interrupt you before you get to that final part. Because I don't want you to do anything rash. I don't want you to do anything you may live to regret before you hear all of the facts. It's a fact that me and you, it could be argued, define CAS All-Stars. There are no two bigger golden boys for CAS All-Stars. And be that as it may, we never gone one-on-one. Not while you defined CAS All-Stars in your 2 reigns as CAS All-Stars champion. Not while I defined CAS All-Stars in my record defences as CAS All-Stars champion. We never crossed paths one-on-one in that environment. So here's what I am saying. I mean, I don't have a match for CAS All-Stars, and you don't either. So I'm saying right here in front of everyone watching, I'm challenging you one-on-one at CAS All-Stars.
Ben, I appreciate you coming out here. I appreciate everything that you've done to this point for CAS All-Stars. I appreciate you putting the challenge out to me. And in normal circumstances, I would accept, but Ben, these aren't normal circumstances. And you seem a little confused. I want to assure you, I'm not talking about me going into the CAS All-Stars Hall of Fame as abnormal circumstances. I'm talking about you taking the spotlight from me. I want to believe you have the best of intentions about challenging me at CAS All-Stars. But Ben, last time you and I were in the ring together, you not only betrayed me, but your new friends cost me the CCL World Heavyweight Championship. Now, some of you may be confused, but allow me to give a history lesson. Ben and I were in the doctor's order in CCL, the most dominant group in CCL history. I became CCL World Champion for 11 and a half months. And Ben was a prominent member of the Doctor's Order. He was CAS All-Stars champion, and I swore up and down that Ben Hopkins was it, that Ben Hopkins was the future. And what did you do? You stabbed me in the back. For what, Ben? Your new partnership didn't really do much for you long term, Ben. No, you are still the fightingest Call Stars champion of all time. You are still the brand, the Big Mac. So why'd you do it, Ben? It's because even with you being the brand, the Big Mac, the fightingest Call Stars champion of all time, there was that little hint of doubt as to whether you could ever match up to AJ Young. See, while you were answering open challenges for 43 views on YouTube, I was main eventing, I was dominating, I was still, without the Call Stars Championship, I was still the talk of the call wrestling industry, and you couldn't stand it then. And Ben, even without that title, you can't stand it now. You spent so long defending your title against second-rate opponents on second-rate shows that when you face real competition, you lost to John Blackos. So Ben, the reality is, you don't want this match against me. You need this match against me. You need this match against me more than I needed against you. So at Call Stars, I am going to go into the Call Stars Hall of Fame. And you can go kick rocks. My answer is no.
Wow.
Oh my god.
AJ duffing off his challenge.
Yeah, AJ was just a straight no.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, some shocking developments right then and there. AJ Young not only going into the Call All Stars Hall of Fame, but pondering if this is it. Maybe we won't see another AJ Young match at Call All Stars. Ben Hopkins, another former Call All Stars World Champion, issuing a challenge for Call All Stars 14, but AJ Young saying no. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more news and information in the future, but as of right now, that match is not happening. A match that we do know is happening is the Men's Royal Rumble match, a match that has been taking place since the first Call All Stars event, and we now know some of the first entrants who are going to be in this year's Call All Stars Men's Royal Rumble match. That being Eddie Lobo, Matt Thunder, DJ Stryker, Jacob Baker, The King, Bobby Mitchell, the leader of the Adamus Galaxy, Aether Adamus, and a man who has won the Call All Stars Rumble in the past, that being the Elite One, Matt Black. Those are our first names officially confirmed for the Men's Royal Rumble match. We will have more announced in the coming months, so stay tuned to social media and future events here on the Call All Stars YouTube channel for more news and updates regarding Call All Stars 14. But speaking of the Royal Rumble, we are going to send things to the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble from Call All Stars 13, that being Akira Suzuki, who, from what we're being told, has a big announcement regarding when she's going to be cashing that championship opportunity in. And then afterwards we will be able to go on to our main event, which is the Call All Stars Tag Team Championship bout. But before we get there, let's send things to the winner of the Call All Stars 13 Women's Royal Rumble match, Akira Suzuki. Well, folks, Akira Suzuki, she wants her Call All Stars Women's Championship opportunity at Call All Stars 14, but Elizabeth Preza also wants a championship opportunity. Kimberly Page, the Call All Stars Women's World Champion, sent a message by attacking both potential challengers, and then I don't know what happened there at the end, folks. I don't know if there was a technical issue or maybe some other kind of message being sent. Again, we'll keep you posted once we get some more information, but a lot of contenders in the Women's Championship division. But now it is time for the main event, and the Call All Stars World Tag Team Championships will be on the line as the East Coast Connection defend their titles against Zaya Steele and Malik Brown. So let's send things to ringside as Hit Kid Worldwide and Roman Bedlam call the action for our main event.
Well, we welcome you out to the Call All Stars World Tour again. Hit Kid Worldwide joined by Roman Bedlam.
Oh, back at it again, I see.
We're back on this road again. New year, new Call All Stars though, if I'm allowed to say it.
And well,
Oh my god.
This match is very, very interesting, to say the least.
Oh, most definitely. We are here on the road, ladies and gentlemen, to Call All Stars once again. Call All Stars 14, and this bout here tonight, here on the Call All Stars World Tour, is for the Call All Stars World Tag Team Championships. And this is a team I would never thought I would see, but it's reality right now.
Malik Brown on the left and Zaya Steele on the right. They are the Sovereign Death Machine. Two men picked by Sean Walsh to take on the East Coast Connection here tonight.
Let's go fact to fact here. Sean paid him off to get the belts off Walter and Jamal. I might get told off for that, but that was pretty much the ethos going into this match.
Well,
They are paid mercenaries here tonight.
we're gonna see if that comes to fruition because, well, it's one thing to challenge ECC, it's another thing to beat them.
Yeah, and it ain't only that. Malik and Zaya Steele, great, singles wrestlers, as we all know. Personal feelings aside, because I've had issues with both men in many different companies here on the desk. Especially more Malik than Zaya Steele. But there's always that saying, can two great singles wrestlers defeat what is currently maybe the best tag team in all of Core Wrestling? If not the best tag team in all of Core Wrestling.
The only two-time Call All Stars Tag Team Champions in history, the East Coast Connection.
Jamal Bedlam and Walter Scott. They regained the belts last year at Call All Stars 13 where Jamal got sweet revenge on Sean, and since then Sean Walsh is holding a bit of a vendetta. I think that's the safe way to put it.
I mean, yeah, we could look at it that way. But on the other hand, you could look at it as Steele and Malik Brown getting the opportunity that some may have felt like they've deserved for a very long time.
No, listen, personal feelings aside, Steele and Malik are two of the best wrestlers in all of Core Wrestling. They're in your top 10 easily. Malik, a former multiple-time Feeder Ryu World Champion. Zaya Steele, a man who has been touted for, world titles, defeated Mason Clarnick at last year's Core All Stars. Malik finished runner-up in the Rumble.
Malik won a Rumble, and speaking of Malik, we get Malik and Jamal, and Jesus Christ, that's a lot of history between these two alone.
And there's a Baltimore kiss for Malik. God, I remember we remember the fight we called between these two back at Gateway to Heaven a couple of months ago. What was that, like 2 months ago?
Yeah, that fight.
Yeah, that fight was ball and shoe ugly.
For a lot of reasons.
Yeah. Nice springboard knee there from Malik.
Malik doing what he usually does here, picking apart Jamal. Because outside of, honestly, Malik probably knows Jamal better than even Steele would.
The penalty kick though, it's a clothesline. Nice elbow. Malik off the middle of an elbow. Nice combination though from the Sovereign Death Machine. Going for a cover, only a 1 count. The thing is, I would agree Malik and Jamal know each other probably the best out of all these men, in a sense, on a personal outside the ring level and everything. Like inside and out. We all know about the history with Saya Steele and Jamal Bedlam. Jamal finally got a win on him on, I believe the season finale recently on DCA.
And that came back to bite Jamal on Voltage not too long ago.
Yeah, because Saya Steele has always had the number on Jamal Bedlam. That has been well known within all of Core Wrestling universes. Jamal only has 1 win to, I believe, Saya Steele's, I want to say it's like 6?
2.
Only 2? I thought it was higher.
Nope. Steele has beaten Jamal at least 2 times.
But I do believe though he has pinned him more than 2 times. In tags and everything.
If you incorporate that, then it's 3-1.
Yeah, more double team, and well, guess what? Oh, I was about to say it never fails, but they changed it up. Double stomp and then a knee strike from Saya Steele. Walter just coming in like a bulldozer. Took out Saya Steele, and Walter's going after Saya Steele here on the floor. What the hell?
Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit! A neck breaker on the floor. Malik with a sling blade in the ring.
And honestly, there's even a bit of history between Malik and Walter. If you go into the AWF, considering Walter helped Malik deal with J-Crack. So...
I mean, for many years with Saya Steele and, Walter, people have always wanted that singles match to find out who has the harder elbow in core wrestling.
You gotta whip off the ropes here, knee to the face.
Yeah, big knee from Jamal. The Great Scott elbow versus, the Reaper's elbow. There's always been that debate. Which one's more of a KO? Jamal with Malik just jackknifes him. Simple but effective, the jackknife powerbomb.
And that's the thing, with all the knowledge that Malik and Steele have on Jamal, you would think it would favor them to keep Jamal in the ring, but easier said than done here. Assistant powerbomb.
Oh, just turned Malik right inside out.
And Walter's now in, and things could get very interesting.
And Walter though, in a sense, just waiting on Malik to get up here.
And the thing about this match is you arguably have the 4 best pound-for-pound strikers in all of Core Wrestling.
I would agree.
Malik with his unique variants on his knees, Walter with his devastating technique on that forearm, Steele with the numerous techniques of his forearm, and Jamal with practically every part of his body.
No, I'm allowed to say she saw Walter hit the multiple backbreakers though. I would say, and this is the truth from here, I actually believe these are the 4 best male strikers in all of Core Wrestling. I want to go over all Core Wrestling because there are some people who I would rank higher than these 4.
That honestly, that's an argument to have for another time period.
Yeah. Well, it's just 2 people, to be fair.
I have a feeling I know what people you're gonna say. Even then, I would still argue that that's a tough argument to have right
So went for a shot on Saya Steele, and Saya just caught him back with form. Well, Walter now knocks him off. Gotta keep his eyes on Malik though. Honestly, what the hell is Malik doing?
Oh Jesus!
Oh, Jesus Christ! The inverted pile driver.
sit out tombstone, and a frog splash.
Yeah, that move made famous or infamous, depending on what you think about it, by the late great Owen Hart. Huge frog splash from Malik and those two. Christ. I'll say this though, it's such smart offense from Malik and Sayer. They will want to target the neck, whether it be for a Reaper's Elbow, whether it be for a Jaguar knee, but another dangerous weapon which sometimes goes underlooked in Malik's arsenal, that connection fit, the Omega Driver.
Or even the Ghetto Lock, which some of his variations of the Ghetto Lock do target your neck.
Yeah,
so that could also be a tool.
Both Alpha and Sigma target the neck. You know, whether it's the Cobra Clutch with the Sigma or the, the neck crank with the Alpha. They both target the neck.
So it's probably in their favor to weaken the neck as much as you can. And even Zaya Steel with his Death Embrace STF, that can also work on the head. What's this?
The choke breaker.
Oh, jeez!
And a big knee.
It went up, up, down, down on Walter, and that could be it.
1, 2, 2. That's a stomp right to the arm right there.
Knee to the back of the head.
I'm keeping the knee on the neck. Bit of arrogance, I'll admit, but it's smart. Keep the knee on the neck, keep pressure on the neck. Like Saya Steel, we've seen his we've seen the maturation, of Saya Steel, if I'm allowed to be honest. Formerly known as,
the Big Steel.
Yeah, formerly known as the Big Steel, now known as, the Prince of Death, that German term, Walter inside out. And off the ropes goes the right hand. Sorry?
And in some cases, a never-ending threat.
Yeah,
he's stomping away on Walter.
Like all those names in between, and it ain't just that as well. It's like we've seen his ruthlessness go. Whether that be by himself, whether that be in a sense with what do you call it? Him a part of I think of the Fall. It's bring this group up, the Mutiny Mafia. They have made him even more ruthless, if we're allowed to say it.
I mean, it was only a matter. Oh, he tried to go for that Reaper's Elbow, but Walter saw it coming.
Yeah, nice super kick there from Walter. Walter with the Irish Curse Backbreaker again, holds on. Doubles. Might trouble here. Yes, great show strength.
The fact that he's able to get Steel up, and Steel's no small guy. He's at least around the 260-pound mark.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that's actually a smart a connection which we should put in with Steel and Malik. Steel led under Cody Barnett, part of the Fall. Cody Barnett was part, I believe, him and Malik Brown were training partners, going up with Battle Pro and all that. Yeah. So, like, there's, the major connection between, the Suffer and Death Machine. We all see what Cody Barnett can do, to people today, in a sense. Steel wants a Cobra Clutch suplex. It is all Saya Steel here against Walter Scott, which is something you don't usually say.
Steel just
maybe could have gone for the pinfall a bit quicker though.
Steel taking advantage of his size advantage for Walter here. Oh boy, Walter might want to duck.
Oh! Steel toe boot avoided. Look at that. Water, nice! He's got an inside cradle here.
No.
Only two.
And I noticed Walter managed to get Steel's legs away from the rope. Very smart.
Yeah, he pulled the legs back in, on the inside cradle. Nice European uppercut, knocking Saya Steel into the corner. Malik won in, but referee, I believe that maybe Nicholas Riley stopping him. Nice sunset. Wow, what Malik did do there. Ref had his attention turned.
He saved Steel from that Boston Blizzard that Walters used over his career, and that might have been it there. But look at this, gut.
Nice. Yeah, and if I'm Motown, I'll be looking for more damage, which he seems he's going for, or making a tag. He's been in this match now for God, and that's a huge mistake. Knees up on the frog splash. He's been in there for what now? Almost 6-7 minutes?
Yeah, and he's been taking a lot of punishment.
Speaking of which,
Watch out. Oh,
big time stuff. The frog splash.
Cover here.
He
1,
may have it.
2,
There's
no.
2 count. Malik Brown becomes close to getting a free.
Seems like ECC is just trying to save the usage of their tags per se. Because Walter used his tag once to break up a fall, and I think Jamal's just trying to do the same. Conserve as much energy as you can. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Boston knee party to Malik Brown.
yeah, and it's usually the Malik throwing the knees, as we all know. But there was one for Walter Scott, and oh boy, wait a minute.
Watch out.
Oh,
Goodness gracious.
massive flapjack into the corner.
And this is where Malik definitely should avoid getting hit like that. Look at this. Jesus Christ. The overwhelming,
Oh my God, he's going to choke something again. Goes free.
the overwhelming strength of my brother is ridiculous.
Jamal Bedlam's power only brings him a 2.
Pound for pound, I don't think there's many people in that ring that could match my brother in terms of strength. And I do mean that in every sense of the word here.
Emerald Flosion right there. Oh, the Savage Flosion, as Jamal likes to call it.
And Malik might be it. Malik might eat another powerbomb.
Nope. Nice right hands right there.
What's Malik doing? Oh,
Power
Jesus.
driver.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh, what is that?
Jaguar Rising.
Jaguar Rising flush on the jaw, Jamal. Could be a cover. 1, 2. No, Jamal able to get the shuttle. You could see from the angle. Barely, Jamal's foot was just barely missing the bottom rope. Good call from the ref right there.
Yeah. Probably would have been enough to take away from that fall, but good positioning on Malik's end. And now what's going on here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, hot
Jesus.
shot. Oh. Hot shot over the top and Jamal down again.
Still adapting to the opponent as he will, is showing more athleticism than I'm used to seeing from him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. So far, the Sovereign Death Machine, if you ask me, have wrestled a perfect match. When they have made more frequent tags than the East Coast Connection. They have been the team wow until that moment right there. What the hell? What the hell? Wow. That was a blackout from Jamal Bedlam.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
Blackout may have just changed his entire match for the East Coast Connection. Catch suplex, got it.
That's the thing, Steel taunted and took too long on that top rope, and it's gonna cost them.
What?
Jamal throwing him around, and again, that strength is very hard to deal with.
Advantage of Jamal's right though. Coming to the fact that Steel made a mistake. Should not be taunted in this match. You've got, remember, CAS Stars World Tag Team titles on the line. You've got to be laser focused with how elite these 4 men are. If we're allowed to say it.
And Steel should know this, considering he has more experience than Jamal. So
Yeah.
he shouldn't be making mistakes. Good.
Oh, Superman punch.
He might have just shattered his jaw with that punch.
Jamal thinking Cyclone?
Maybe.
Steel looks like, oh my god. Oh my
Jesus.
god. Discus old Bay Lariat.
Steel might be out cold.
Wait a
Oh,
minute!
boy.
Wait a minute!
Here we go.
Why is Sean out here? Sean has got no business being out here.
And I think Jamal saw.
sees him. Yeah, Jamal sees him. Sean has got no business being out here.
Tensions is high right now.
Yeah, zero business being out here as as the Scorpion himself.
Oh, Jesus.
Jaguar knee!
Malik taking advantage of the scenario, and I can't really blame him.
Yeah, Jamal got distracted. You can't do that with Malik and, say a steal.
Especially when Malik knows Jamal better than anyone else in this match. He knew he would take advantage.
Sean just provided a distraction there for his investment. Great Scott elbow blocked. Reaper's elbow avoided. Kick to the gut. Kick from Walter. 2 kicks. No. Kick from Say a Steel. Both men looking to hit the signature elbow. Say a Steel with a single leg takedown.
Walter looked disoriented. Oh,
yeah,
no.
I think Walter trapped the back of his head on the canvas, and there's a Reaper's elbow to follow up.
Cover.
Walter maybe 1-2. Jamal ain't safe, and he go, wait, we got new jumps.
And the irony of all of this is Steel only needed 1 Reaper's elbow to take down Walter.
Yeah, I think Walter on that single leg takedown bounced the back of his head hard off the mat. That disoriented him and led him right into Steel's, range for a Reaper's elbow. Give the assist to Sean Walsh with the distraction on Jamal. That issue seems like it's, how do we put it?
Not done yet.
Not done yet by an understatement. I think there's got to be a resolution there between the man who runs this place and Jamal Bennett, because there's no way Jamal's going to take this living down, and I think Walter Scott's going to be pissed off as well.
Sovereign Death Machine are your new tag team champions.
Adds to Malik Brown's further legacy in core wrestling. Say a Steel, on the other hand, it adds to, it's one of the biggest title wins in it. Oh, Jamal just saw what's happened. Oh, it's ridiculous!
Still going at it. Still doing this on his own. He told Malik that this is my issue.
These two fucking hate each other. It has to be said. Yes, there's a competitive respect with these two. But this rivalry between Jamal Benham and he's going to choke him out with an STF.
Death's embrace locked in, and Jamal's out of it.
Yeah, he's out. He took a belt shot on a Reaper's elbow. He is completely out. Can we get some... Wait, what the fuck?
Oh,
you gotta be fucking kidding me!
Well...
I apologize in advance, Roman. I had no idea.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be in a moment like this without Needham coming in.
James Needham here, and well...
There's a lot of history with these
two. Steel, who has never beat Needham. That is a fact in car wrestling. As crazy as that sounds, within the multiple companies they've shared, when they have got one-on-one, Needham is 3-0 against Steel.
Steel walking away with his belt.
Yeah, Needham just in a sense, he made the save, and can see Needham just asking Steel, "What the hell are you doing?"
Wait, I just saw him wink.
Oh, jeez! Why? That's why that ain't the first time this year that's happened!
It's almost like Steel knew that Needham was coming out, and Malik just waited for it.
Yeah, the Jaguar knee on the blind side. Not the first time Malik's done that to me brother. Not the first time Malik has done that to James Needham.
And I believe Needham may be about to pay.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Needham tried to confront these two on his own, and that's not a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a fight he's gonna win. Even I'll admit it. I think they knew it was in the back. Oh God, this is gonna be hard to watch. Double spine buster.
It hit the back of your brother's head. Hit the rope.
Yeah, he hit the rope.
He's out of it.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Well.
Wow! It's getting even more interesting! The outlaw TJ Nicholson, the man who Needle had a hell of an opening contest with back on Core All-Stars 13.
Wasn't expecting to see TJ, the current AWF Extreme Champion.
Yeah, he won that belt. Congratulations to him.
Stepping into the ring with the two newest members of Uprising, as you saw the draft.
Yeah, Steel coming, TJ coming, you know, as a free, Malik coming over from Superstars Mayhem. Steel coming over, you know, as a free. What is TJ? Oh, that's the equalizer! It's an equalizer! Baseball bat in hand, and yep, Malik and Seal are like, let's do the better pattern, fella. And it seems like the Sovereign Death Machine are going to choose their battles. And there's history here right now.
Edom getting in the ring, almost a bit stunned that TJ would even go out of his way.
Yeah, these two, no harsh feelings between them, but you know that competitive spirit between them. From the show stealer they had at Core All-Stars 13. Really chaotic. Lot to unpack.
Can you believe it? John Flacco's has won the Call All-Stars Championship.
Unreal. What a conclusion here to Call All-Stars 13.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It's Louis Rivers. Oh my God. He's attacking John Blackos.
You're getting better all the time, and turning all against the one isn't all just hard to teach. Another clever word sets off an unsuspecting hurt, and as you get back in line, a mob jumps to their feet. Now dance, fucker, dance, man, he never had a chance, and no one even knew it was really only you.
Dance, fucker, dance, you never had a chance, and no one even knew it was really only you. So dance, fucker, dance, I never had a chance, it was really only you.
With a thousand lies and a gun disguise, hit him right between the eyes, hit him right between the eyes. When you walk away, nothing more to say. See the lightning in your eyes, see him running, fight. With a thousand lies and a gun disguise, hit him right between the eyes, hit him right between the eyes. When you walk away, nothing more to say. See the lightning in your eyes, see him running for their lives.
That bitch.